Well, hello, church fans and soon-to-be church fans. I am Mimi Sagaden, and I play the role of Sari, S-A-R-I, not S-O-R-R-Y. And she is the wife of the associate pastor, and they have 12 children. And she is very handy. She crochets and crafts most everything, and you'll have to just watch the show to know what she creates. So that's my first answer. And if I were not an actor, what would I be doing? Well, I would have been a ballerina if I could have handled it. I still love to dance and still do take ballet. Truly, truly love ballet. So yeah, if I could do anything, it would be a ballerina. The last show that I watched was called Vindication, and it is a very, very interesting. It's a show about a detective and his family, and it's really good. You should check it out. You can catch it if you. It's online. The first season, I think there's like 8 episodes. And the second season is being filmed soon, and it's really, really good. Vindication. The first role that I ever had, my first speaking role in a film, was actually birthed out of my improv troupe called Mission Improbable that we had. It was a clean comedy troupe, and I created a character named Jackie. And it was called Jackie the Junkie. And I got to see what it was like to film a scene out of sequence, the continuity. It was my very first experience, and it was done by good friends of mine at Story Arts at the time. So that was my very first role, and that was probably over 15 years ago, at least, maybe 20. And what character is most likely to get a speeding ticket? Well, I would say that would be Joanna from Summer of *67 that I filmed a few years ago in Tennessee. Yes, she's was the mom of a son who went off to Vietnam, and she was very quirky. Quirky where she thought it was necessary to ride her exercise bicycle right after their wedding, while her daughter-in-law was sitting on the couch waiting for her husband to fix Crazy Joanna's television. She would get a speeding ticket. My favorite part of doing church is just the camaraderie and the fun doing a comedy. I mean, there's nothing better. It brings me such joy to be able to play and have fun. And working with Crystal has been great, and Melissa. The biggest audience I performed for is probably when I did the Hiding Place play at Provision Theater. I think it held maybe 150 people or so. I think that's about the biggest audience that I've had live. And when did I decide to become an actor and why? Well, that's a long story, but I didn't think I could ever do that. It was a dream I've had ever since I was a little girl. And I volunteered at a Christian coffee improv house, and just to be near actors. And I was in my mid-20s or so. Met my best friend, Maggie, and she was one of the actresses, and she said, well, why can't you be an actor? I was like, I don't know. I never thought that I could, because nobody ever told me that I could or try. And with that, a couple of years after that, we went to the Players Workshop of Second City, which was Second City's original training ground. And the rest is history. That was almost 30 years ago. Don't give up. And don't give up your day job. Can I do any impersonations? And if so, which one? Actually, no. But I do love Rosanna Dana from Saturday Night Live, because she said it was always something. And she cleans up, okay? The worst job I've ever had, well, that was working as a junior analyst, which I still don't know what that was, for a union when I was about 18, 19 years old, and I sat behind a desk, and the only thing anybody really cared about was when the break was and what they were going to eat, and it was so boring, and that was my worst job. And but after that, I found a job as a barber, which I still do to this day, to actually make money. But God has given me the desire of my heart to be an actress, and He's fulfilled it, and I get to do it for His glory. So, hope you enjoyed this. Bye.